Well, it's week 11. I'm a little late and I apologize on this video. But let's see. Let's start out with the message of encouragement that I want to give you. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times. I've been trusted to take the winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed. And I just want you to remember that when you get a bad grade or something doesn't go right, keep going because you're going to get there. So I thought I'd share a funny joke that I found. It's a survival tip. If you get lost in the woods, start talking about politics and someone will show up to argue with you. So true in this world. Okay, so once again, this is week 11, and I want to first do announcements. So I'm going to come up here and go to discussions and come down here. And the only announcement that I have is a reminder that that you're going to have to write a paper about the experience of doing your final project, and that you need to make sure that you get that paper submitted to the Writing Center in time so that you can get the feedback back, and so that you can submit the feedback and the paper to the assignment folder for the paper. So yeah, just make sure that you are timely and think ahead, because the turnaround time, I don't know what it is. It might be a week or two. So yeah, you want to make sure that you submit it with enough time so that you can get the feedback. You can rewrite your paper and submit both the feedback that you get and the paper into the assignment folder. And whatever documents they send to you back, put that all of it in the assignment folder. And the other thing I want to make sure that you understand is the requirements for the final project paper are in the rubric database, so you can just go in there and look. So for week 11, there's a lot. It's going to get really intense this week and next week and possibly the week after. So I want to make sure that you've adjusted your time appropriately for that. Yeah, so here SAO 16 is coming up and will be due in a few weeks. And then you'll also want to do your reports draft quiz. And your reports draft is coming up. Actually, the quiz I think is due. Yeah, it is actually due. And I'll take this out and put it down in here. I need to fix that. But anyway, so reports draft is due a week from Tuesday. And your final project essay is also coming up, as I discussed a little bit ago. All right, what is coming up and due? See, it's a nice long list here. So read and do Access Module 7, that's about reports. And here's a video. It shouldn't take too long to watch. It's about how to set your options for your final project. And there is a practice training if that's helpful for you. And your SAM Quiz 6, and that is about forms. So that's due. And you're going to need to do your final project reports and post those, just like you posted this week for your forms. Your Essay 17 forms and drop-down list is assigned and due, and also your forms draft is due this coming week. The forms draft rubric quiz is on this list. So I just need to take it out, delete it from up above. And then the completed version of the rubric quiz, so you know, I do these quizzes to make sure that you understand what's required. And then finally a weekly update. So it's an intense week, I realize. So adjust your schedule accordingly. Yep, it's going to be an intense week. I don't think there's anything in here that I really need to go over as far as the material is concerned. I put a lot of videos in here, so you should be okay, and that's also true that I put a number of videos in here. So there shouldn't be a problem there. So I think that's about it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to explain. Of course, if you have a question, definitely post it. And so I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Oh, there was a few things I did want to talk about, just make sure. One is I want to make sure you know where to find the rubric database and the video. So here are all the modules for the different weeks. And then if you come down here, there's rubric database. And here's the tutorial video. And here's the actual rubric database. Now, one thing that I want to make sure you understand is that if you go to your assignment folder, and you should be able to go into tables draft. If you submitted a tables draft, you should be able to go in there and get my feedback. And part of my feedback would be the rubric database. So make sure that you use the rubric database that I posted in here as feedback. Now, if you didn't submit one, then yes, you would need to go and get the rubric database and fill it out for forms and submit it, and I'll use that one instead. But just for forewarning, you do need to fill out the tables portion as well for your completed version of your final project. So you don't get out of filling it out. You do have to fill it out for when you submit it for the last time. And that is coming up. Yep, that is definitely coming up. So once again, make sure that you post any questions that you have here in questions and announcements. You may have questions about Essay 16 or Essay 17, SAO 16 or Essay 17. Make sure that you just post them here. All right, that sounds good. I hope that you have a good week. Keep going. Just keep going.